was... Traverse the world, the primordial power records. This... How do you think it... Fine. So would Rosaline. When I close my eyes and think back, I can still see her face. No one's... The world needs... Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. Something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homo... Sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magically gonna...
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady Marian...
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their lives.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks, and keep...
As you wish.
It's been a while, Arlecchino. You look well. Did Dottore really have to build his lab right on the sole path between Snezhnaya and Nodcry? Had to go on a huge detour to stay out of its line of sight.
Sounds like an arduous journey. I assume you've brought word from Her Majesty.
Of course, all part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a formal verdict on whether he has turned traitor and whether he poses a threat to Snezhnaya. While they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and receive the refugees from Nodcry.
They are nearby. My team will escort you to them shortly.
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone personally.
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed sensible to have one person on standby.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsa's decree this time is pretty... Still, I wonder what... Wait, what's that? Did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Take him out. Overruled. Everlasting as the moon.
You can run, but you can't hide. You're mine. You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino. Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the praise, but I am not fighting you today.
I knew it. Bring it on. No time to lose.
Transfixed!
I can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment.
Another fine piece of work by our dear colleague, I'm afraid.
What in the world has been going on in Nodcry?
A lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to Columbina.
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not moon...
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of gods seem mundane by comparison. I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan. But right now, you're acting like a common adventurer.
Thanks for speaking up for me. Those 2 really took me for a ride, but then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them the way I did. That's gotta count in my favor, right?
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience.
No. I'll
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power. As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of his experiments, and not a strategic move. That radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live. Also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted.
This is so much worse than I thought. No wonder, while these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers. Should Dottore pose a threat, Arlecchino...
My thanks to Her Majesty.
Her Majesty has also declared that she will
A wise decision.
By the way, how's my old partner doing? I'm assuming they're with you?
Partner? You mean the Traveler? I'm afraid I have bad news. He was captured after our failed assault in Dottore's lab. His
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone to pick with?
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure
This won't do. I have to rescue him.
You can't. We have no idea where the Traveler is.
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here twiddling my thumbs?
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you...
Fine. I guess I'll leave this to...
One last thing. Tell the Rooster to get the... The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his experiment. However, if Nodcry, considering Dottore is one of our own...
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it, I'm sure
I hope you're right.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that gliding exam exemption? I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed well outside the city and walked in through the gates.
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
What are the doctor's energy fields even made from?
They are very mysterious. But ultimately, they appear to be comprised of energies from the 3 realms. Thanks to research by Master in the Hexen Circle, we know that Tevat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial power of the Light Realm, which is antagonistic with the power of the Void Realm. Since you have the power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that this energy field contains no abyssal energy.
That's true. It's not abyssal energy, it's something...
I've been thinking about something. Do you still remember the device that Dory supplied from... That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've... Not to mention the operating principles. Surely the most ingenious feature of all. The clue was that Miss Columbina was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided. Despite the fact that... Now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived from Light Realm energy to begin with. This presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of Light Realm. I almost wonder if the idea for the device was conceived based on direct observations of said prison. It is at once a masterwork of engineering, and a groundbreaking... I suspect only Lesser Lord... But back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light, could this mean that elemental energy...
Should we give it a try?
We should.
It works!
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field. Now you try.
All right, here goes. It's working!
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again. No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a I now feel confident in asserting that
But the energy field is huge. How much?
we don't have to neutralize it completely. That's all for theory. Would you like to continue watching?
So you knew I was here.
Huh? When did you get here?
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru. You can end a person's whole career by interrupting.
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched. Could I ask you to lend me a hand?
With what?
A little test. Try using Animo to unleash a concentrated assault with circular blade.
Nice! This time it tore through the field.
Tremendous. This is a major breakthrough.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity. Durin, you...
Sounds sensible to me. Keep your eyes
Don't worry, I got this. You two be...
What do you mean? Signal.
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When two bottles...
Glad I asked. Thanks for the heads up.